So there's a lot of talk about GitHub lately and all the issues with their server-side pushes that broke some active repos. And a lot of folks are complaining about GitHub's infrastructure, which is by default static. So I decided to read a bit about the corporate history structure because it's not the first time recently the platform had issues. And the pattern seems to originate from the date the CEO of GitHub, former CEO of GitHub, Thomas Dohmke, resigned last August 2025. And so, as we're going through this shift from human coders writing syntax to AI agents orchestrating logic, what we've been seeing lately is a lot of these massive corporate grade level projects sometimes collapsing because all these AI agents working together sometimes end up confused and override each other's files. And that's why we've been seeing some state collision incidents lately. And what's a bit surprising is that Thomas went on to start a new company called Entire, which is backed by Microsoft's venture arm, M12. So it doesn't look like a direct competitor to GitHub. It kind of looks more like a quote unquote proxy to maybe use some of the GitHub data and train Entire's infrastructure. So there's two important things to pay attention to, in my opinion, and as we evolve in the AI space. You have the role of the foundational models, Anthropic, OpenAI, whatever you're using, and you have the infrastructure. If we're talking about AGI, it's going to be the layer that acts as the conduit between humans and the UI of agents to those LLMs, to the source of compute. And so, unlike the traditional way version control works, where just the final crypto diff is recorded, Entire is setting up a whole new semantic logic layer where basically their algorithms are going to map out the path for all of your agent's logic. And they're using algorithms like ICTS, which searches for a set of costs, and this will allow your agents to complete their task without collision. And they're also using a method called CBS, which is a two-level algorithm used to find the best path for your agents without them crashing into each other, basically. And what Entire recently showcased is a command line tool called checkpoints, which essentially extracts when you're deploying an autonomous agent like Claude to change your code base, the CLI will hook directly into your repo. So they're basically going to extract the cognitive process of the AI agent. And that's the interesting part in terms of the data, because the system doesn't send your logs anymore over the traditional telemetry standard. It's going to get packaged into a checkpoint object, formatted with a unique UUID, and then hooked onto a SHA, and then it's going to get pushed onto a hidden Git branch they termed entire/checkpoint/v1. So there's no more data for AI to train on from the internet. The new moat is cognitive telemetry. So let me know what you think about, the evolution of the localized persistent terminal, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.